First global with Shiranui, 30 cards using Ghost Meets Girl, Shiranui Samurai, Shiranui Spirit Master. This is not the Shiranui deck that you're used to. First global, let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Yes, that's right. This got first place global. #1 deck. 30 card Shiranui. No floodgates, no fiendish chain, no karma cut. And we're using cards like Shade, Spirit Master, Shiranui Samurai, Needlebug Nest, free to play Katone. This deck claps. Now, before you get upset about seeing Needle Sealing, it's not a core part of the deck. It's just a back row card. You could use whatever you want. It's good for blowing out players. When there are 4 more monsters on the field, destroy all face-up monsters. So, if you have Zombie Skull on the field, your monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. If you have Sun Saga on the field, your monsters can't be destroyed. So that's why the Needle Sealing has some good synergy with this deck. Now, the Gold Sark and the Spectral Sword are limited to 3, so out of all of them combined, you can only play 3. So we're playing 2 Gold Sark and the Spectral Sword. Gold Sark is a really good opener and even later in the game, as all of your Shiranuis mostly have an effect when banished. So now with Gold Sark, you could banish a Shiranui from your deck too. With Squire, draw a card, discard a card. With Samurai, add a Shiranui in the graveyard back to your hand. With the Spirit Master, destroy a face-up card in the field. And with Solitaire, you could special summon a Shiranui back onto the field. And before I get to the basics of the deck, if it's your first time looking at Shiranui, let me talk about Ghost Meets Girl. You could discard a monster during either player's turn. It is quick play. As long as your opponent controls a monster, then you get to special summon a Shiranui with a different name than what you discarded from the deck or the graveyard. So that is insane. This card works out really, really well. It's great setup for your Samurai. You summon a Samurai from the deck or the grave. Whatever you discarded, you could banish with the Samurai. And then the Samurai, quick play banish from the grave, will become 2400 and banish any monster that you go to battle with. Banish it off the field. And a really good part of this deck also is the Gazuki. Gazuki is good for 2 effects. Number 1, it could send any of the Shiranuis from your deck to the graveyard. So normally, you'll send a Spectral Sword. Spectral Sword, the next turn after being sent to the grave, could banish itself and a non-tuner from the graveyard, which we already talked about all the banish effects, will then Synchro Summon. So if you have a Spectral Sword plus a Solitaire, which is great with the Gazuki being on your first turn, then on your next turn, if they don't take out the Gazuki, send the Spectral Sword, then the Solitaire. What you do is Spectral Sword, banish Solitaire. Summon a level 6. You could summon a Zombie Skull or a Samurai Saga. Then Solitaire being banished will summon the level 2 tuner back on the field. Level 2 tuner plus the level 6 will make a Shogun Saga. Shogun Saga, banish the level 6 you used to synchro into it. So now it's going to become 5500 attack, because that's what it does on summon. Banish any monster from the graveyard. And then you have a great, great play. 5500, that's insane. Now, a cool little trick with this deck, with Shogun Saga, is going to be with your Spirit Master. Spirit Master plus level duplication plus a Solitaire. So let's talk about this play. You activate the Spirit Master. You special summon a Solitaire from the hand or the grave, as the Spirit Master could summon a Shiranui from anywhere. That's from the hand or grave, where the Squire could instead summon a Shiranui from the deck, but just a tuner. But let's focus on this. Now, whatever you summon with Spirit Master, it gets banished when it leaves the field. So we're going to activate the first effect of Solitaire, which is Tribute a Zombie, to summon a tuner from the deck. So we'll tribute off the Spirit Master to summon a level 2 Spectral Sword from the deck. Now, we want to use level duplication. Level duplication. Reveal a level 4 to make a monster on the field become level 4. So, make the level 2 become a level 4. Level 4 Spectral Sword plus the Solitaire. Make a Shogun Saga. Now the Solitaire is going to be banished. And a Solitaire wants to activate, but before it activates, you activate Shogun Saga. Shogun Saga, banish the level 2 tuner. Now the level 2 tuner is banished with the Solitaire. Now the Solitaire will activate to summon the tuner back on the field. Now you have a Shogun Saga plus a level 2 tuner. Now you can make a Sun Saga, which will return any amount of extra deck monsters that are banished or in the grave back in the extra deck and destroy that many cards in the field without targeting. Also, with Sun Saga in the field, your monsters can't be destroyed as long as you have a Shiranui in the grave to banish when you would get destroyed, which will also trigger the effect of a Shiranui. Also, just a really good standard play is Squire summon the level 2 tuner from the deck, make it level 4, make a Shogun Saga, banish the Squire, become 4,500 temporarily, draw a card, discard a card, maybe draw into a good card like Grass That's Greener. This is an instant win if you open up with this against a deck that's 20 cards. You'll mill your deck size to be equal to your opponent's deck size. Now, let me go back to Gazuki, and then we're going to go back to the Sun Saga, okay? We're bouncing around a little. Gazuki, its other main effect is when sent to the graveyard, it could banish a monster from the grave to summon a zombie from the hand. So what you want to think of with the Needle Bug Nest and even Gazuki itself is you want to send Gazuki. So Gazuki, send Gazuki, that's a free summon from the hand and a free banish, free effect of whatever was banished. Or on your opponent's turn, Needle Bug, mill the top 5 cards of your deck. Luckily, hopefully you mill Gazuki and a Spirit Master. If you time this at the right moment, if you mill the Gazuki and Spirit Master, you'll banish the Spirit Master. You'll summon a monster from your hand with the effect of Gazuki, then Spirit Master will destroy a face-up card in the field. So that's how Needlebug Nest turns into protection if you have a zombie in the hand, if you mill Gazuki and Spirit Master. Otherwise, the Samurai with the Spirit Master in the graveyard is going to be one of your main ways to protect yourself, and you'll be summoning it just by normal summoning or with the Ghost Meets Girl, which will allow you to quick play, destroy any face-up card in the field whenever you want. Now, let's go to the Katone. Katone, you can banish a fire from your grave whenever you want. It's continuous to then banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. So if you're playing the mirror match, you win. If you're playing against Witchcrafters, you win. Katone, you win. This card's so good if you have a setup and they have any cards in the graveyard, trigger any of your banishes. Now, the Shade. Shade's got some good plays, as you could instead make a Squire Saga, which will destroy a Backrow card and or a monster, and it does not target, so they don't know what you're doing. And the Squire plus a Shade could make a Sun Saga. So if you banish the Shade, you could use Gold Sark onto Solitaire, which will summon the Shade back on the field alongside the Squire Saga. Now, one of my favorite cards in this deck is Trishilla. You'll banish 3 monsters with different names. If you get Floodgated, or you just have 3 monsters with a bunch of effects like the Solitaire and or a Spirit Master, you just banish the field, summon a Trishilla. And the Solitaire will summon a Shiranui, even a Synchro that you banished. And the Spirit Master will pop a card. So that is insane. Win wild games with the Trishilla. And also, it's important to know, why not level Aug? Why level Dupe? Well, for example, if you Squire into a level 2 tuner, with the level augmentation, you can make Sun Saga right away and you're protected from destruction. But instead, if you make Shogun Saga, you get to draw a card, discard a card, and if something happens to the Shogun Saga, you then get to use it with Spectral Sword to make the Sun Saga and actually get the effect of popping cards on the field. So I'm very sorry for the long-winded explanation. I tried to be as quickly as possible with it and get to the important parts, because you do need to know all of these things with the deck, even if you are a Shiranui veteran. And that's the deck. First place global. It's a big brain deck. I like it a lot, much more than the heavy Backrow Shiranui deck. Have at it, fools. You might run Balance. Balance could be an idea. Thank you so much for that song. Numa Numa Ne. Thank you, thank you. Nodders Unite. Thank you, Yami Trapped. Get nodding.
Watch this. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
All right. Let me set something up.
I set a card face down. I end my turn. It's my turn.
All right. Let's get drawing. Get drawing. Cosmic Cyclone. Let's see what we draw with the Squire. Then we'll make plays, okay? Let's go. Activate. So it's a Cosmic. Another Gold Sark. Wow, okay. Summon Solitaire. His thing's not activatable. Let's go Smeets Girl. It is a Cosmic. Yes, it is. Okay. Could summon this. Tribute himself off. If he does not have a Karma Cut, then it's going to be difficult for him to deal. Let's just banish. Let's go. Let's do it. Solitaire gets summoning. Just make it. Make the sun. Make the sun. The sun is here. I think we're going to hold on to the Gold Sark now. And we should just be good. Okay. We know definitively he has no Invoker in the hand unless he draws into one. We know he has Cosmic Cyclone. We just gave him a switcheroo. But you can't really deal with Sun Saga as an Invokes Neos player without setting Karma Cut. Perfect. Now that could be the Karma Cut. Now this is a legit made Sun Saga. A legit made Sun Saga could be resummoned with the Solitaire. Kazuki. Kazuki gets ended. Providence. Negated. Do we banish to protect from destruction? I think I will. We banish the Shade. Then we could Gold Sark a Solitaire potentially. Let's banish this. Banish.
I activate my monster's effect.
Okay.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster.
Squire Saga.
I need your help. I synchro summon a monster.
We should win right here. This should be guaranteed lethal pretty much.
I activate my monster's effect.
Guaranteed, even with Karma Cut.
How, bud?
Holy moly, Divine Wrath.
My face down.
Wow, the Sun Saga was amazing.
Activates.
Woo! We'll banish you. Banish.
I activate my monster's effect.
Get summoning.
I activate my monster's effect.
Zombie Skull.
I activate my monster's effect.
We still got a Shade in the graveyard for protection. Let's go, let's go.
I'm not scared to attack. Let's
Lethal
take
even
this.
through an Invoker.
With my
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Providence, Divine Wrath.
This is the strength of our
Nothing could stop us. Nothing. Get Squirin. Steezus and Dark Force are going to get to both of you. Also Jenkins. Summon a Tuna.
Okay.
So this is why you play level dupe, so that we, instead of just having a Sun Saga and just sitting on it, because you turn into a big beatdown deck, essentially. Instead of being a beatdown deck, we want to make plays. We want to be able to draw into a better card, or we want to be able to make a Sun Saga while we have a Synchro in the graveyard or banished. So instead of doing that early Sun Saga, which doesn't really lead into plays, this leads into more plays. This leads into a Sun Saga and a draw. Get drawing, get discarding. Holy moly. I want to get greedy. I'm going to get greedy. Check for a quick play spell in the draw phase. Why am I playing one Spectral Sword? Because it is limited alongside the Gold Sark. So it's literally, it's not a linear decision of one Spectral Sword. It's up against the Gold Sark. Okay. Elder. Now, we want to hope to mill a Spearmaster and also milling a Gazuki. So that'd be good. So we could pop the Kinhawk. So ready? Ready? And we did it! That's what Needlebug does. Banish the Spearmaster. And that's it. There you go. Come forth, Gazuki. You do need a zombie in the hand to do this. This is perfectly planned. I did not get lucky. And there you go. GG no Re. And we have a... Uh-oh, Ritual Beast return. Okay. We have a Samurai. He's trying to summon it. What a fool. Bunish. Bunish. Get out of here, Merrick. Countered in every way. I will grab a Samurai from the... Wait, no. Okay, Samurai can't grab Samurai. Lol. Yes.
I summon a monster and attack.
Okay, did I... Is it fixed now? What's going on? How come one stream you say it's a good volume and then the next stream is too loud? We coup? New World comes out next week, yes. Co-star, happy belated birthday, Dkayed. Use this for a milkshake from Five Guys. Co-star, thank you so much. Oh my Jesus. That more than enough pays for Five Guys. Thank you, co-star Gia. Have we had a milkshake from Five Guys, Gia? I don't think so. We need to do it. Let's get to it. Grass that's greener. Let's get milling. Focus. Focus.
From my hand, I activate a spell card.
Gazuki. Gazuki will banish a Spirit Master.
I activate my monster's effect.
Come forth, my Shiranui Samurai.
I'm counting on you.
Activate my Spirit Master.
Monster's effect.
We'll pop you once. We got some good stuff in there. Spirit Master.
I summon a
Activate.
monster's effect. Okay. I special summon a monster.
Solitaire.
Monster's effect.
Activate. Shade.
I know what to do. I special summon a monster.
Get Synchro Shokanin into Squire Saga. Do we want to banish the Spectral Sword and then summon it? Banish Spectral Sword, summon it. Do we have a Shade in the graveyard? If we had a Shade in the graveyard, we could have banished it right now, and that would have turned into a Sun Saga. That would be amazing. But I think we're just going to summon the Spearmaster onto the field. Let's get summoning.
I synchro summon a monster.
We might Chushilla. It's a big maybe. It's a big maybe. Focus.
Okay. I special summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
Sphere Masters once return. Okay, we already popped once. Activate. Activate. Does not target. Shiranui Samurai, activate.
I activate my monster's effect.
I think we're gonna grab a... We'll just grab the Shade. What you got, boy? What you got?
I'll set a card.
Activate.
My monster's effect.
We're gonna banish. Let's go, let's go.
Battle. Go.
Oh my Jesus, we're huge. Huge. Manish.
I ain't worried.
Okay, yeah, we had to swing that in first.
Monster, it's go.
Then Ghost meets Girl. That was the play.
Correctly.
In my mind, I had the Samurai dying to the
Me. I end my turn.
Brave Neos to Invoker in his hand, but he didn't discard Invoker, and we should have swung with that first. We got Needle Sealing. You could not Cosmic Cyclone. Get to it.
I summon my monster.
Get invoking. Purgatrio is nothing.
From my hand.
Absolutely
Activate a
nothing. Invocation, okay. Okay. Purgatrio,
Summon a monster.
yes. Yes.
I activate a spell. Battle.
You're battling me.
I attack you with a monster. There's
Get banished.
I activate my monsters.
Bunish.
How's this?
Activate. Wipe it.
Activate my monsters effect.
That's a GG easy.
I know what to do. I summon
Kazuki gets sent in. Because of the Ghost Meets Girl, if you discard the Samurai, you're not going to be able to summon another Samurai from the deck, so we do have to be careful about that. So if we want to be more protective, we could just make sure we have a Spirit Master in the graveyard for any craziness. Like if he were to turn one Invoker, because this is Bandit Keith, we got to play around that. Also, we'll check the draw phase for a Cosmic Cyclone. He is playing Karakuri. He played Restart. Okay.
from my hand.
Cosmic Cyclone. Needlebug Nest.
There's still hope for me.
Not ideal because if we mill Gazuki, we kind of wanted the effect of Spirit Master on the mill. But that's okay because if we banish another monster, we summon the Samurai, then we can banish the
Retreat.
monster whenever.
Summon a monster in attack
Now,
position.
the Ghost Meets Girl cannot summon a Samurai from the deck, so that is unfortunate. But if something happens to Gazuki, we will summon the Samurai from the hand anyway.
Activates.
So what we could do is we could banish the Spirit Master to summon the Samurai. Spirit Master will get poppin'. And maybe we would then banish the Solitaire or the Squire. Maybe I want to banish Squire to draw into the Tuner. That might be the play I want to do.
No
That's the play.
retreat. I special summon a monster.
One last check on the volume. You let me know if the music volume is too loud or too low.
Music. Volume. Too loud, too low. Good, thank you. Big Brother D, thank you for all the amazing content. I stopped playing a few days ago, and I can tell you the game is way too boring without DLM. You are making the game alive for real. Glad I'm resubbed to you. Thank you so much, Norris. Thank you for the 5 months. Now, if you toggle off, trigger effects will still activate. So we know we're not going to activate the Ghost Meets Girl. And we know he's going to attack on Kazuki, which will activate with our toggle off. So if you want to grab a Hot Pocket while they're making their plays, and when you come back, he'll be asking you to use Kazuki instead of having to be here for the Ghost Meets Girl. Big Brother D, thank you for all of your amazing support. See, I know, we have King Baba and Big Brother. Thank you, Big Brother D. Thanks for all your amazing content. I stopped playing a couple months ago due to life hitting hard, but never miss out on your content. I appreciate all your work, and keep it up. Oh, it's always up. Thank you for the 6 months. Officially shooting laser beams. Jeff Bezos could only afford $250 to give me Money Machine official music video. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for that. Zesty Hamburger, 34 months, 2 months away from becoming a shareholder. Thank you, Zesty Hamburger. Mute Josh, Prime for 3 months, officially. You are out of the closet for me, and we have Crimson King 666. Homelander cosplay when, Daddy?
How do you know that we were watching that? How do you know? We got sponsored by The Boys season 2, and now we started watching it. Banish the Spirit Master. Come forth, Samurai. Activate.
I activate my
Pop it.
monsters effect.
Pop it. OJ the Juice Man, you got the juice now. Thank you so much for giving me the juice.
I attack with my monster.
So what do we want to banish?
My hand.
Whoa, Gold Dust.
Quick
We had to summon this on D. I mean, it's not too big of a deal, is it? Holy moly! That's huge!
I activate my monsters effect.
This will go into, with this face of attack, it goes to defense. So it only defense. We might have to banish the Solitaire to summon. Squire's gonna be risky. Let's banish the Solitaire. Solitaire activates. Come forth.
I know what to do.
Banish! Okay, Gold Dust is out of the way. That's good. I think it's good that we made him use it. That's good. That's good. Shiranui Samurai made him use his dust. It's fine by me. Woo! Spectral Sword off the top of the deck. You what, mate? I think we want to just do this, and then we win like that. Perfect. Okay. Come forth. Samurai. Now, do not damage that banish to pop it, okay? You need to do this correctly. If you do this incorrectly, you're a fool. So you need your toggle on for this, by the way. Toggle on, check for Sphere Kribo, then Battle Step. If your toggle's not on, then you mess this up. You're not going to be able to win. Get poppin'. Let's go. Lego. Yes. Woo, that's nice.